Good morning, millennials.
Welcome back to the toast and happy Thursday. That genuinely feels like like yesterday we didn't even acknowledge that it was hump day. That's how not Wednesday it was. I'm loving the 4-day work week. Hey Jax, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy Thursday, you guys. Latter half energy. LHE.
Latter half energy. I love that.
Yeah, very exciting. Sliding into the end of the week.
It doesn't feel like latter half for me. I have to accomplish something major today before I can consider it like the second half of the week.
What's that?
I haven't even really talked about this like personal medical issue I'm dealing with.
Like
if you listen to the Patreon with, was it Patreon? I think I was on Taylor Strecker's show. We spoke about kind of how the injury I've been dealing with in my left thumb kind of came to a head when we were in St. Bart's together. And it's something I've been silently suffering with all summer. I didn't have use of my left thumb.
Oh my goodness. Well, here's the thing. You've told me about the thumb numerous times, and every time you do, you say, I don't know if I've told you. And I just
don't know if I've told you.
I know. I feel as though like you have told the podcast. I'm not going to say for certain that you have, but I just feel like you have. And I feel like I remember people commenting like, Claudia, it's this. Claudia, it's that.
No, actually, I don't remember that. I have a really serious thumb issue for those who don't know, because I haven't really talked about it. I've like pretty much lost all mobility in my left thumb. It's actually really scary to not have you tell your brain to do something.
Thumbs are what separate us from animals.
I know, and I've just
so you're half animal.
Ain't that the truth? So I got in with this fancy doc. I have this appointment. We're recording a little earlier today because I got to get in. I had to go in for x-rays yesterday, and the lady was like, all right, now do a thumbs up. I'm like, ma'am, I literally can't. Like, that's why I'm here. She was actually really nice.
Can you do a thumbs up? Okay, can you do a thumbs up without also smiling?
Let's see.
You're smiling.
Let me tell you, that's actually a really good question, because you will have to stop your natural like muscles from moving.
Because like you never do a thumbs up in life without smiling because you're happy.
No, sometimes actually I can do it really sarcastically, like.
Oh, don't forget about the thumbs up of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City that set the world on fire. But that was an emoji.
So if you're just curious what's going on, like, look, here's a perfect, I have
okay, yeah.
a lot of mobility in my right thumb. Look, she's moving, she's doing left thumb. Like, this is basically all I can do.
Okay, well, you could go down still, but you can't go all the way up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll check back in on your progress. What's the prognosis?
So according to WebMD, it's something called trigger finger, but I'll let you know what the doctor says.
And does it have to do with using your phone? Wouldn't
that be my right hand? Like,
maybe your right hand is strong enough for all your phone usage, but your left hand can't keep up. Is suffering and lagging behind. I'm
not sure.
I do feel like it takes away from the veracity of your injury when it's like, oh, it's because she's on her phone too much.
I know. And it's like, okay, victim blaming.
Yeah.
Like, I have a job.
Doesn't take away from the injury or the pain, but it's giving like addicted to her phone. She should have learned and knew better.
Just thought everyone should know I have been suffering in silence. This is a big issue I'm dealing with, so much so that we moved up today's show so I could get in with this doctor. I will hopefully have an update for you tomorrow. I read online like it could require surgery. And let me just say, I've never had surgery. There are people who like get surgery all the time.
Yeah.
Like, they're not like crazy worried. Like, surgery is just like a thing.
Like another day, another surge.
Yeah, like, I don't know. That ain't me. I never even got my wisdom teeth taken out because there's enough room in my mouth for all four of them. Yeah, that's right. I have never gotten surgery. Do I want my first, and I've always imagined my first big surgery would be, God willing, my breast reduction. Like, I really looked forward to breaking my cherry, if you will, when it comes to getting surgery with my breasts. If I have to get it for my thumb, like, how not exciting is that?
And you should get it so that you keep on twiddling them thumbs, diddly-dee-da-dum-bum.
I know. Hopefully the doctor can get my thumb like back to work before September 29th, which is Sabrina's Carpenter at NYC MSG, so that I can really like when the song comes on.
So that you can be twiddling the thumbs with the audience.
Although that is, making an assumption that she plays that song, which I feel like she doesn't. I feel like she's so over twiddling them thumbs.
I could see her like remixing it with Sabrina's self and like making it raunchy.
Love that.
Love that. Well, we're all thinking of you. I hope it doesn't require surgery.
Me neither.
Would you get the surgery, or you just be like, okay, I have half a thumb?
Okay, well, if he said to me, like, it'll get worse and maybe some of the other fingers, like, then I would get the surgery. But if he said, like, for sure, this is, like, the worst it'll be, I mean, I've been living like it. It has really affected me. I don't know. It's a good question.
I feel like before you run to surgery, like, there's got to be physical therapies, remedies you could try.
No, you know what? I think I'll channel my Yolanda Hadid. Like, I'll head to Seoul. I'll look for Eastern medicine, homeopathic remedies.
I think
I'll put myself in a tin tube before surgery.
Surgery should be an absolute last resort. Often, I don't know enough about surgeries to say.
I think it often is like the last resort.
Right. It's a big thing to do. You want to rule out everything else. It's kind of like an issue I'm having with my air conditioning.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. So we're done talking about my thumb. Moving on.
No, because there's a part in my air conditioning unit that's broken.
That, like, can somebody do that? Would be like an amazing TikTok sound where it's like I'm talking and then you're like, that's an amazing, very similar to what I'm having with my air conditioning. And the thing is, like, when you need to talk about yourself, can a Gen Z listener do that for us?
Let me show you how I'm going to bring it back to you.
I'm so ready.
Because there's a part in my air conditioning unit that's broken, the coil. So do I replace the coil, which is a couple G's, or do I replace the entire unit, which is more G's?
A couple M's.
A couple M's. I was like, of course, replace the coil, like fix what's broken. But then it's like, if it wasn't all coil and it's also the machine, then I will have to pay for a whole machine in a few
later on
months or years, probably years. And I paid for that coil. So that's the $3,000 down the drain. So it's like your thumb.
No, by the way, I see the similarities, but let's talk about you because that's a big issue. You live in Florida. Air conditioning is a basic human right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. How old is the machine?
It's 2018, so we still have like 4 or 5 more years of it should be working. My reflex, I just want to say, was to just replace the coil.
I agree.
Zach was saying do the whole unit. And then I was like, classic homeowner issues. Like, what do other people do? Sound off in the comments.
Yeah, I'm thinking the coil. But if you know a lot about HVAC, like maybe a coil's kind of like, a cancer of the AC. Once the coil goes, everything else does.
Right. Or can I truly replace my coil and the unit should be fine if it wasn't problematic in other ways? Because they're like, it could be this. I'm like, it could be anything. You could say... I don't know. This
conversation, like, seriously makes me want to rent forever. Being a homeowner, while I know it's a point of pride, and I keep seeing it in the news, because it's like the part of the American dream, but like BlackRock owns all these houses, and like no one's buying houses because nobody has any money. Like, I've been seeing it, and while I understand it's a core tenet of the American dream, let me say don't wake me up.
It's not part of Turdy's dream.
No, it sounds fucking horrible. Like.
That doesn't.
Nobody abuses the privileges of being a renter more than me. Like, I am calling up every staff member in the building. I'm calling up the landlord. I'm calling up the super to fix the tiniest of inconveniences because that's the luxury I pay for. I love renting.
Yeah. Well, you could like have a handyman in your life if you owned. You have like, your AC guy.
Oh, for sure. But then I'm paying for that.
Oh, true. Like
over the summer, my freezer.
You're also not like flushing rent money down the toilet.
Over the summer, my freezer went on the fritz.
Mm-hmm.
I came back. It was completely fixed. Not a penny out of my pocket.
Understood. So no, I don't hate homeowning actually in general, but I'm just confused. And then they try and trip you up because then they're like, well, it won't be under warranty.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, so it's under warranty, so it's free now?
Okay, let's talk about warranty.
Am I saving money with it being under warranty now? No.
Why are you saying it like that? Warranty?
Because when Zach was trying to explain it to me, I was like, you're not making sense to me.
Okay, so warranty, I feel about warranty how I feel about when you get 16 at a blackjack table. You need to have like a personal rule. Some people always hit on 16 and it's acceptable. Like no one's going to yell at you. And some people always stay. They're both based on like the math and the odds of probability. They're both equally 50-50.
I love
you have
that.
A chance.
I'm kind of a no.
But you have to be uniform.
Same every time. I'm kind
you
of
have
a no
to just decide.
Warranty swirly. Like I don't do Apple Care.
So with warranty, you have to do it either every time, like insure your travel plans, or never. I never do. I want to say it's been a nice life. I really never have many issues.
I never do when I buy like big furniture and they're like, we want to add on. No, you know what? If it goes,
because let me say something.
But I really like that philosophy, and now I realize I'm a no warranty swirly.
I am a no. I decide. Somebody said that to me like a couple of years ago with like Apple Care or something. They're like, "Do you do warranty for everything else?" They're like, "You have to either always do it or never do it, because then you can't be like, well, I did it for that and not the thing I actually needed it for."
It's like a game of luck. You don't know which one it's going to be.
So because you can't be mad at yourself if you never do warranty.
And if you never do it, then you're not paying the extra. But the one time you need it, you have to pay.
Except I feel like this doesn't apply to like air conditioners. Like these big ass purchases, like they come with warranty. It's not like you can decide to have it or not.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but like, I can't wrap my head around. Like, I can't understand the concept.
We shouldn't have to, Jackie. We are just little girls and we're just trying to, like, I don't know, stay cool in the summer.
Yeah.
Stay cool for the summer. And like, these are problems, seriously, beyond my pay grade.
Yeah, it's really true. So I'm going coil, but like, sound off if you think that's a mistake.
Is she seriously running headfirst into danger?
Yeah, but even though I'm still probably going to go coil, I just like feel like fix the problem that's in front of you, you know?
And I'm sorry, like $3,000 for a part. There's just no way that's what that part costs. Have you gotten other quotes? No, and I just want to say, like, that sounds right. You know, that's what they charge you. But there's no way that little piece of metal is $3,000.
It's so
insane.
True. It's
insane. True. They're crippling people, putting us into debt just for some air conditioning. It's disgraceful.
And it's not even the whole unit.
Correct. It's a part. That's like with cars, too. It's like, oh, you got to order the part. Why do they never have the part?
They'd be carrying a lot of parts.
It's your job.
Car parts.
To be the part person.
Yeah.
Okay, well, first of all, I'm sorry you're dealing with that. It seems like we're both kind of suffering in silence, but we are survivors and we will get through these things.
We will.
We will. We also have an amazing show today. We have the regular episode, which is going to be dazzling, of course.
Of course.
We also have a TV recap because one of our favorite shows is back. Tell Me Lies on Hulu. Season 2 dropped yesterday, the first 2 episodes. We'll do it at the end, so if you haven't caught up yet, you can come back and listen to the end of the episode. Literally, like, I forgot how good that show was and how much it made me want to go to a small liberal arts school.
Let me tell you, as someone who went to a small liberal arts school, they hit the nail on the head. And they're in like 2007, 2008. So I started college in like 2010, but it's a similar vibe. Like, the fashion is the same. Like, they really captured when everyone started getting iPhones. Like,
yes.
They really, really captured that time and place. And I forgot to, it was my favorite show of 2022.
Of last year.
Like, I'm obsessed with it. I didn't even read the book, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because I know I wouldn't like the show, because I think the show was so different from the book. They've just like made so much more of it.
Now also, I think with season 2, like, we're officially, the book is over. Like,
right.
Now
and
it's just a show.
I love it so much. I was so excited that it's back and that we got 2 episodes. And you know, it's Carola Lovering who wrote Bye Baby.
I did, and the only thing is annoying, I loved Bye Baby, so I think I really like Carola Lovering, but I didn't read this book because I like the show so much.
Yeah.
So it's just like a book I missed out on.
Speaking of books that are turned into shows, The Perfect Couple drops today on Netflix.
Oh my God, that's so exciting.
Yeah, so let's watch today and we can talk about it tomorrow.
I can't.
Because of your hand.
Is it a movie?
No, it's a series, so probably like 1 episode.
Okay, if it's 1 episode, I might have time. I'm so booked and busy today. I've got my hand, which is going to be huge. We have a very exciting guest interview that we're recording later today. It'll drop next week, so we have to do that.
Right. What about tonight?
I am going to Veronica Beard Fashion Week. Veronica Beard is like kind of my best friend. Actually, she's like Ben's best friend. And I'm going to Veronica Beard, and then I'll probably go out for dinner.
Is it a fashion show?
It's a
presentation?
Presentation or like a cocktail? I'm not sure. I have to look at the invite, but I'm like kind of busy.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes, but expect a Perfect Couple recap no later than Monday of next week.
I'm seriously so excited. It's like TV season.
No, it's like, it's back to school. Everyone's over summer. Everyone's back at work. The stories are really good. TV is back. We're so back.
So back.
So what did I say that for?
The show's going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe we should do the show.
A lot. Should we?
I could not. I could dabble.
Anything else you want to share?
Bruno lost 2 pounds.
Oh, that's huge.
And
that is huge.
Mommy lost 1 pound.
Okay, how much did Bruno weigh when you got home?
I didn't weigh him when I got home. Last time I weighed him was in the Hamptons, because I haven't even shared this. Like, Bruno was having some health issues this summer.
Pancreatitis.
We had shared that it was big boy summer for Brew. He packed on a few. It's very, very hard to control his eating when there were so many people around, kids dropping food. The couch was just very low to we were always eating. He was getting everything in sight, and so he put on a few.
He put on a significant amount of weight for a dog that small, and also for a dog whose breed is really you have to be very careful with Cavaliers. They can't be overweight. It takes a really big toll on their hearts, and they have congenital heart failure. So you have to be careful.
He's usually 18 pounds. So even when you tell me he looks big, I'm like, I weigh him. If he's 18 pounds, he's not big. It's just you're used to seeing Romeo. In the Hamptons, he was 22 pounds this summer. So I knew when we got home, he is getting on a routine, just like mommy. We're in this together. But then the last week of our trip, like he was not doing well. He was like panting and being weird. And then there was one night where he was throwing up all night. He would not sit still. He was like clearly in pain. He would like sit with me, lay with me in bed, and then move every 5 seconds. So we took him to the vet twice that week because it was really hard to figure out what was wrong, and he had pancreatitis. So that seems to be clearing up thanks to medication.
Good. His spirits are back.
His spirits are back. He goes on a walk every day now.
Guys, Jackie hired like some little local neighborhood. There's like this family in Jackie's neighborhood. They're so cute. I love them so much. They're 3 boys and they're like best friends. Oh my God, 4 boys. They're like best friends with each other. They're so well behaved. They come over to Jackie's house and they give Harry hugs. Like they're the sweetest kids. I seriously would die for these kids, and I've only met them once. But every time Jackie tells me something about them, they seem like just like good kids who are being raised right. And they like seriously fight over now who gets to walk Bruno. Jackie pays them like $10 an hour. It's the cutest thing. I die for these kids.
Yeah, no, they're so fantastic. So now they've been walking Bruno, which they love and he loves. So he is like, it's Slim Boy fall.
It's Slim Boy fall. And I heard that the boys are now starting a business.
Should I say
heard that
Slender September?
It's Slender September. And, confirm or deny, I heard the boys, Bruno's their first client, but now they're starting a business with other dogs in the neighborhood. They're getting all the dogs into shape.
As they should. And like that would be great for Brewy's social life.
No, you have to. I love this for Bruno.
Yeah.
I think this is amazing. I'm so happy to hear a good update on Brew. Brew means a lot to me.
So now he's at 20 pounds. Like we're halfway there.
Oh, by the way.
And then also next week when he gets groomed, because he hasn't had a haircut since June, like it's over for you bitches.
No, literally. I can't wait to see what he looks like.
I think I'm going to do like a transformation video.
Okay, we took Romeo to the groomer the day we got back because the boys hadn't been groomed in like 2 months. They honestly were like matted hair, toenails. So I took him to a local place. It was actually pretty good, and a place we had never been to. And I wanted to do a transition video on TikTok, but I forgot to do the before. And when we dropped him off, I was like, oh, fuck. So you should do it.
I'm going to do it.
Send me footage, and I'll make it for you. But just make sure to get like some before videos and then like zoom in on his face, and we'll zoom out.
I will. Also, if any of you are struggling with an overweight dog, like since having kids, something that I did, we used to put him in his crate at mealtime. It's just like hard to do for every meal and like kind of sad. I got a baby gate for an area of my house, and we put him behind the gate so he has like access.
Where's the gate?
It's right by my powder bath. When you walk in, like to the left.
Oh.
We gated that off so like he can go to the bed. He can like roam, but he can't get to what's under the high chairs.
I like that.
Yeah. We're making
nice.
like positive changes. So just a pro tip if you have an overweight animal.
Yeah. Listen, we've all been there. And it's like, it's so easy. It's funny how like at a time in my life, like I was the most unhealthy I'd ever been and my dog was in perfect shape, Like it's funny how you really can't take care of everyone all at once.
It's true. And like you can have an off season. Look at us. It's early summer, packing it on. Hibernating for winter.
Okay, I agree.
It's time to go because also you have your appointment.
No, seriously, you guys, I cannot miss this appointment.
So without further ado, here are the Fast 5 stories that you need to know.
And the Fast 5 stories that you need to know are brought to you by Dr. Teal's, which is so exciting, a brand new sponsor, a brand I have used for centuries, and a brand that was kind of a core tenet of Swirly Summer because we actually used a lot of Dr. Teal's over the summer. So if you're familiar with Dr. Teal's, seriously, like how premium and an elevated experience it is. You want to relax, you want to recover, do it with Dr. Teal's. They're powered by magnesium and essential oils. They're pure Epsom salts, they're foaming baths, and a variety of other wellness products like their body wash is a core tenet of my bath time Q&A. You feel the difference with Dr. Teal's with just one bath. If you're into baths, like how important your products are, whether that comes to Epsom salts, whether that comes to oils, whether it comes to body wash. I love to use the body wash to make a bubble bath and then also as like a wash for my body. I love the lavender scent. They've got really good, Ben is really into eucalyptus, so he likes that.
He is really into eucalyptus.
He is. We love Dr. Teal's. Like you will feel a difference in the products based on anything you've used before. The scents are elevated, the way they lather, like seriously. I washed Romeo with Dr. Teal's. I'm obsessed with Dr. Teal's. So them having magnesium, which is like Ben's favorite vitamin. Like he thinks magnesium is magic, and it kind of is. And I love that they have it. I also love their essential oils. There's really a difference when you use Dr. Teal's. You'll feel the difference. your muscle recovery. It's great if you're like getting into working out and working out new muscles, which I am. I take a bath after every single workout and I feel like it really helps. You can find Dr. Teal's at Walmart or any major retailer near you. I'm so excited about that new sponsor. Today's episode is also brought to you by Game Time. So Game Time, the Game Time app, you might be familiar. We talk about it all the time on The Toast, the best place to find tickets. They have a new feature called Game Time Picks that make getting tickets to concerts and events even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. So they've curated deals that make it easy to find the best price on seats. They have seat views before you buy. Also, I love their all-in pricing feature where you can toggle to show the total up front. So that means by the time you check out, there'll be no surprise fees. You're just paying what you saw, which is like normal. Thank you. They also have the lowest price guarantee, or they will credit you 110% of the difference. Game Time ticket coverage means that your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. So take the guesswork out of buying concert tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use our code TOAST for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem our code TOAST for $20 off. Download Game Time today. It's lowest price. It's guaranteed. What time is it? Game time. Oh, by the way, Game Time switching up their slogan. Love that. It's also Game Time, lowest price, guaranteed, which we love. But it's also, what time is it?
Game time.
It's time for Game Time. What time is it?
Time of our lives.
No.
I know.
Game time.
I know, but I was like skipping to the end.
Okay, so what time is it?
It's game time, obviously.
Thank you.
Which is also the time of our lives, because when you booked seats with Game Time, you will have the time of your life.
Today's episode is also brought to you by Megafor. Am I okay? Vegamore. So it's on your bathroom floor. It's stuck in your vacuum. You'll find it in your pillow. If you're me, find it all over the white carpet that you podcast on every single day. I vacuumed it yesterday. It's your hair. And if you're dealing with the never-ending saga of like hair shedding, literally it's the worst experience on the planet, let me introduce you to Vegamore and their brand new Grow Plus Advanced Hair Serum. It's made with clean ingredients. It was co-developed by dermatologists, so you know it's legit and delivers real results. In a clinical study, the Grow Plus Advanced Hair Serum reduced shedding by up to 87% and improved hair density when used for 4 months. It has skincare-inspired ingredients like Spanish microalgae, and it is a prebiotic scalp superfood that nurtures the skin barrier. Let me tell you, I experienced hair shedding. 10 out of 10, worst experience of my life. Now I can talk about it in a positive way. It feels so good to be at a good place with your hair journey and like talking about it from a place of high when I was at a low. Like, trust me, horrifying. I did a lot of things. I took this issue really seriously. Vegamore Grow Kit, specifically their serum, changed my life. Stay consistent. Get on the subscription. Do it every single day. Do not miss a day. I promise you, like, you will put in the work and you will see results. And there is no better feeling than putting your hair in a ponytail and not having all that scalp coverage. Oh my God, that used to seriously like gnaw at me. So take on the most advanced approach to hair wellness with Vegamore's new Grow Plus Advanced System. Learn more at Vegamore.com. That's VEGAMOUR.com/toast. Code TOAST. You'll save 20% on your first order. Vegamore.com/toast. Code TOAST. VEGAMOUR. Thank you, Vegamore, for sponsoring today's episode and many episodes. We really love you.
We really do. Are you ready for our first story, which is a twofer?
What's like the big news of the day? I'm trying to think.
All the stories are not in like, I guess there are some that are less important, but there's not like breaking news.
Damn, okay.
The Pioneer Woman's special recipe. But
that is a story you would choose.
That is something that would be breaking news. Like,
1,000%.
She's dropping like a fire recipe.
1,000%.
Our first story actually is a twofer. It's a little Travis and tailored news because Jason Kelce gives rare insight into Travis's cautious mindset at the start of his relationship with Tailored. So Jason was a guest on a podcast called The Pivot Podcast, and he detailed the budding relationship between his brother and Tailored. He said, quote, "I think he was very cautious about even telling me or anybody because the reality is Taylor is under such a microscope. He explained that the couple was initially quiet because they wanted to be respectful to people's privacy. Quote, I think they're still trying to do that. And like, even now, like I want to be respectful of them and I don't want anybody to feel like I'm violating some type of private relationship, right?"
Yeah, I think he's like in a very subtle way referring to that Today Show interview that his mom gave where she was asked about it. And a lot of people were like, she's rude, she hates Taylor. When in reality, she literally didn't know what to say and she just wanted to respect these people's privacy. So I think that can be said for all. I think some people have said, Kylie Kelce clearly doesn't like Taylor. Like, I think they took it really seriously when Travis started dating him. I do feel like they have always been pretty open with us, which I really appreciate as like a fan and someone who can't get enough. But it does feel like recently they're being even more open. Like Taylor and Travis have just gotten to this place where they're just like really in a relationship. They're not dating. Like there's this level of comfortability where on their podcast, when Adam Sandler went on their podcast, he did like a whole diatribe about Taylor because his girls are the biggest fans. And I guess Taylor has always been like really good to Adam Sandler, even before Travis, like inviting to shows and meeting the girls. She's met his daughters many times. And he was saying how like she's such a good role model and, spoken about in his house so frequently. And he understands the gravity of what Taylor Swift means to young girls. And Travis now being a part of that when Adam knew Travis, like, is amazing for everyone. And I feel like they really talked about it at length on his podcast, and they're getting to a place where they're just like talking about it so much, and they've never shied away. But I feel like they're seriously going to get engaged. I feel like they might even be engaged.
The longer they're in a relationship, the stronger the relationship is, and the less that outside forces can really mess with it. So when a relationship is new, like, you don't want to put it into the public space so much because you don't want to ruin it. Something could happen. Someone could say something. But like now that they're really like this unit, I feel like you feel better about. I feel like that with other people's relationships too, not even Taylor and Travis, even if you're not a public figure, like you kind of like move quietly, you see what this is going to be, you soft launch, you hard launch. And then when you guys like really are a unit, like then it's really nothing can come between you.
No, and there's a big story going around, which I feel like is maybe your second part of this.
This was the second part of this, which is Travis Kelce's team is slamming this breakup PR contract document that's circulating, saying these documents are entirely false. So Travis's representatives...
Can you explain it for everyone, like this document? Because it's kind of stupid and hard to understand.
So... Agreed. This document surfaced on Reddit. It's titled Comprehensive Media Plan for Travis Kelce's Relations Following Breakup with Taylor Swift. So... Full Scope is the PR company that represents him, and the documents like are Full Scope branded, so it looks like it came from his PR agency. They are saying the documents are entirely false and fabricated and were not created, issued, or authorized by this agency, Full Scope. In the documents, it says that they are going to plan to break up on September 28th. Like they have this whole big plan in place, PR, and which would mean that like the entire relationship has been PR. Or that they're already broken up and are waiting to like announce it.
On September 28th, I need to like Taylor to post in feed with Travis like an engagement ring, like for real. I think that I saw this and I knew immediately it wasn't real. Like PR companies, like maybe they have presentations. They don't print out like pamphlets, and they certainly don't put such. Let's say this was the case, and I don't believe it is, but this is a PR relationship, and from the very beginning, it's been strategized. You would never put that in writing and print it out. Like, Sorry, you just wouldn't. Now, I never believed it. I could see someone who doesn't know a lot about like publicists and PR or media being like, oh my God, I could see. So I know that Full Scope, which is Travis's PR company, has like launched an investigation. They hired a legal team to like find out where this came from because it has their like official letterhead on it and stuff. I feel like Travis's PR team, this is not the first time someone from like his publicity team has like gotten in trouble. Do you remember like one of the girls who works on his team like posting an Instagram story with like Taylor and the clown emoji?
Yeah.
I don't remember that fully, but it's like I think he needs to level up. Like this company's kind of like,
it's a big PR company. Like it's as big as
is
any.
it?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
I think you have. I know
like people
the
who have come.
Kardashians.
No, you're thinking of something else. That's called Full Picture.
Oh.
This is called Full Scope. I know like people who have come
like
on the
Full
toast.
Picture.
So who was it? I think it was Cody Rigsby who was here, and his PR team was Full Scope. So they have legit clients. I hadn't heard of it. It's not like one of the biggest, like there's like PMK, like the big ones. I just feel like your job as publicity is to like be behind the scenes, you're supposed to make your client's life more premium, not bring trouble. You're supposed to avoid trouble.
Also, like if this was a PR relationship and it was all set to plan, like I think it would be more with like Taylor's team letterhead on it, not Full Scope running Taylor's relationship.
But you would never print it out. Yeah. Like it's called leaving a paper trail.
Yeah, well, even if they were set to break up on September 28th, like I don't even say this is true. Just say like I think it's not going to happen anymore. They'll have to suffer with each other being in love even longer.
No, and the best is yet to come. Like, it's been so fun, right? Like, traveling the world, Eras Tour. But now, like, we get to be home, football, holiday. I feel like Taylor loves, like, the the off season of her life.
Yeah.
Because now she gets to like have all the fun. I'm sure she's going to be living in Kansas City. How fun is that? People in Kansas City love her. They've been super respectful of her and her privacy. Like we don't really see pictures of her ever. I think like if there ever was a time to break up, it's not now.
Yeah. I think this is not the real deal.
Maybe, you know, I'm having his baby. Like she has some time off. Like I am obsessed with these two.
No, I'm not.
But maybe she should. Like maybe she will. I would love that.
But she still has shows till the end of the year.
Yeah. No,
So-
she's like, and she said that in her documentary. It's crazy how much she has to plan out her life personally and professionally, because if she wants to do something, she has the next 3 years professionally planned out. So,
Well, I do feel like if she wants to have his baby, like Jan 1.
no, and by the way, if she wants to have his baby, like the Eras tour will suffer. I'm sorry.
I agree. But like the Eras tour is over. So even if she's like making music and albums, like that's a great thing to do when you're pregnant.
As a pregnant person. Yeah, no, we're obviously getting ahead of ourselves, and it's Taylor's
But I just want
choice.
to say, like, in January, they'll be together a year and a half. Like, I think she'll know if she wants to have his baby or not.
There are always like rumors. There obviously is one going around right now that she's engaged. If you look at like, you know, the Easter eggs, I don't know. I feel like she could be. I'm obsessed with these two. Like, I think they're the best couple to ever exist.
Yeah. Except for if Jeremy and Ariel from The Bachelor got together. I was thinking about them again today.
Not even. Sorry,
No.
Taylor and Travis win.
I'm sorry. If The Bachelor created like a Jewish shit-off, like I would seriously plots.
I would plots as well, but not as much if Taylor and Travis get married and have babies. Like,
We should have Jeremy and Ariel like on the toast and book them on the same day.
oh no.
Oh no, we double booked you.
Right, like he's coming in, she's leaving. Do you guys know each other?
Let's do it. Why not?
Well, because we just spoiled it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh no, I left the fridge open. I'm looking at it.
Oh, it's not dinging? There's nothing.
No, it's not that kind of fridge. Yeah, it's like my coffee mate.
Beverages.
Yeah, everything has like a little bit of preservatives in it. It'll be fine.
That's good.
You know that Coffee Mate could survive a nuclear war.
I mean, that Coffee Mate is banned in certain countries. I actually stopped drinking it, even though it's my favorite and it makes
I'm
any
sorry.
coffee good.
Don't tell me that. It is the best thing on the
The
planet.
sugar-free Coffee Mate, like with hazelnut, is banned in countries.
Which
It's
countries?
Straight chemicals, like Europe. Apparently, they have like higher standards.
but
for
low
food.
standards for anti-Semitism.
Right,
please.
right. It's
I'll
so
take
true.
I'll take my freedom and my chemicals. God bless the USA.
Yeah, but I had to cut it out. Sad day.
Okay, I feel like there's like 11 things I would cut out before. That'll be last. Like I could live without some of the things in my life are so toxic and I know it and I'm working
Like
on getting
what?
them out. I don't know. Not Coffee Mate.
You know what else is really bad that I had to cut out for my life? Kraft mac and cheese.
Oh, that wasn't like I don't eat that a lot. That wouldn't be hard
We
for
used
me.
to.
Yeah.
Maybe we eat it less because I'm not bringing it around.
No, I think I eat it less because like it's not a part of my new like post-Ozempic journey.
They're not like terrible. If you had like one, it's not terrible in calories, but like it's terrible in chemicals.
Who can have just one of those little bowls? They're made for kids. I need 4.
Are you ready for our next story?
Mm-hmm.
Lady Gaga.
I'm having his baby.
No, I'm not.
Not.
Lady Gaga's on the cover of Vogue, and she
Oh.
is revealing how she met fiance Michael Polansky and divulges proposal details. So
Let me
yes,
look at
she's
the
on the
pics.
cover of Vogue because she is Fale Adu.
Yeah, we're about to be entering like big Lady Gaga
and
season.
more music. She did
Yeah.
Bruno Mars songs, so she also did Vogue. Makes sense to me.
Oh, the cover is very like Joker coded with the crazy makeup. She doesn't even look like herself. That's because she really, I feel like, is like one of those like celebrities who's like a model. Just like paint me like one of your French girls.
Yeah, she's just a blank canvas.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not like my favorite cover, but you wouldn't think that it would be. But she is sharing rare details in her Vogue cover story about meeting and getting engaged to her fiance, Michael Polansky. So she first crossed paths with the businesswoman.
She crossed. He's a woman.
Sorry. I messed up that entire sentence. So
Start over. Listen,
I'm gonna take it from the
reset.
top.
Yep.
So her mom first crossed paths with the businessman due to a philanthropic overlap and told Lady Gaga, I think I met your husband. She recalled thinking, Gaga, I'm not ready to meet my husband. However, she went to Sean Parker's September 2019 birthday party. That's Napster.
Yeah.
And kept asking about Polansky until they were finally introduced and talked for 3 hours. He shared his first impressions with Vogue, saying that he was struck immediately by her warmth and openness. The pair talked for weeks on the phone before going on their first date, falling in love and quarantining together in Malibu amid the pandemic. She
Wow,
said
it's been a long time.
it has been. So their engagement actually like seems all very normal, but he's a normal person. He's a normie.
Yeah.
She said, it was really kind of special. I've been so focused on my career since I was a teenager, and the gift of that time was that I got to completely focus on my relationship. I met this totally supportive, loving human being who wanted to get to know me outside of Lady Gaga.
No, that's really sweet. It's hard to see it because this is her third engagement, and she definitely gives like Ariana Grande, Christina Hall vibes. And I love that for her because I don't know if she'll ever get married, but I know she'll get engaged.
Yeah.
So maybe like if they get married, like then he's obviously different. But what is stopping him from being, you know, another CAA agent or another, my favorite man in the world, Taylor Kinney?
It's true. Well, for now, it's been a long time, as we said. And as you get older, you know thyself more, and maybe past relationships have shown her even more clearly what she needs.
I'm excited for Lady Gaga's new music because I feel like her vibe, the music that she makes, and she also said in this article I saw on Twitter, like the only reason she's making pop music is because Michael just like suggested it. He was like, what if you just made pop music? And she was like, okay.
As opposed to what?
I don't know. Like
what was she
Joanne?
making before?
Joanne?
Do not, if anybody slanders Joanne, seriously, don't talk to me. We have nothing in common.
I completely agree. I completely agree.
Then.
I completely agree. Like best Lady Gaga era ever, except for Born This Way.
They're all so good, like except for Art Pop, which actually sometimes like you find a song in there.
But I feel like we were just saying this yesterday because I've really been loving Katy Perry's new music, even though it's like riddled with disgracefulness. That's the type of music Lady Gaga brings to the table, and she does it without Dr. Luke. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, everything she's done, even recently, like Hold My Hand from Top Gun.
Oh my God, that song is so fucking good.
It's so good. So yeah, we need more Lady Gaga, and we need it now. Thank you, Michael, for telling her to like get back to work up and get to work. And
I like that she takes acting so seriously, but I actually need her to stop. I don't need another actor in my life. There are a million actresses, but there's only one Lady Gaga.
It's so true.
It's like enough already. You proved your point. You know, A Star Is Born, the Gucci one. Like, we get it.
And
get
I feel
back in the studio.
I feel like what would be fair to her and her creative process and to us as her fans are movies like Star Is Born, where she's acting and she's singing, and we get a soundtrack and she can do her acting thing, but like we are fed.
Agreed. Best of both.
So that feels like a compromise, and maybe she'll think about that.
Now, not to keep bringing up Katy Perry, but I did see another clip of her on Call Her Daddy, and I actually think I need to just watch it because I am obsessed with it. I think it's the greatest thing ever.
What's the clip?
So she's talking about how, I guess I didn't know this, but Alex was like, you and, what's his name? Orlando broke up. Like, what was that like and how did you get back together? And she gives the weirdest answer and she starts crying.
I think I saw this.
She explains that like they were broken up and he is like really boundaried, and so she wasn't reaching out or anything, but she was doing a show somewhere where like nearby he was vacationing.
Yeah.
And then she just started crying about how I seriously don't even know. I don't even know what she was crying about.
Sometimes she asks for help too.
Yeah, like it's okay to ask for help. And I was like, girl, what are you talking about?
It just felt like in every answer, she was shoehorning these like messages and themes to maybe like be relatable or
yes.
teach someone something. And it's like, girl, just answer the question. Like,
and so based on
good. Yes, you even if you're a strong woman, like you should ask for help. But like, what does that have to do with the question that was asked? Even yes, women make organs and heartbeats. What does that have to do with working with Dr. Luke?
So based on the limited footage that I've seen from this interview, and I do need to watch it in full because I think it's seriously like an anthropological experiment. But my hypothesis, you know how in the science fair you'd have a hypothesis and then do the experiment and then have a conclusion? So my hypothesis is that Katy Perry might just be a sociopath. I will watch the interview for my experiment and I will let you know my conclusion tomorrow.
Okay, thank you. We'll stay tuned.
But I can't get enough of it. It's kind of the best thing I've ever seen. She's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But then you have to remember, like, this is someone who's an artist. Like, think about your local artist. You know, someone in your school who was obsessed with music and theater and songwriting. And, you know, they weren't also, like, the cool kid.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
So...
And... Yeah.
And then fame, like, confirms that, like, you're great. You don't change yourself. And not to say that she's not great or anything, but, like, there are a lot of factors that go into, like, she's not going to come out with, like, the craziest, coolest personality, which is why it's like shocking when celebrities and A-listers have like amazing personalities, like Jennifer Lawrence. Like you cannot get enough of it, and it's so different from the norm.
Katy Perry even more so, because she grew up like very religious, so she almost grew up like very cut off from the secular world. So when she did decide to pursue pop music and like leave her, Christian roots behind, she also was like emerging kind of like a mole woman, like seeing things for the first time.
Yeah.
That's how she acts. Like,
yeah,
she's really nuts.
While also like being stunted in the age that you got famous, though she did get famous late in life, so that should like work to her credit. But
it's not.
I don't know. Some people just have crazy personalities. Like not everyone is the coolest.
Not everyone can be as cool as us.
It's so true. Are you ready for our next story, which is some more engagement news?
Who got engaged? Okay, wait.
I'm waiting.
I had the strangest thing happen to me this morning.
Okay.
I follow Jay Shetty on Instagram, and he posted, I guess it's like the 1 or 2 year anniversary of Lily Collins' wedding.
Okay.
And he officiated it. So he said, happy anniversary. I loved officiating this wedding. Love getting to know you at Lily Collins and you at Charles McDowell. So I was like, wait, Lily Collins married Andy McDowell's son.
Did she?
I go to his Instagram. He has all his posts are just Lily Collins and their dogs and like projects he works on. And then every Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day, Andy McDowell. I'm like, oh my God, that's so cute. Why is his last name not Quayle? And so is he Margaret Qualley's brother? Like, so then I go on Google. I'm like, oh my God, Andy McDowell's children. She has 3 kids. They're all last name Qualley. None of them are named Charles. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Jackie, I feel crazy. I'm on her Wikipedia. She does not have a kid named Charles.
So who was the person in the Happy Mother's Day, Andy McDowell?
It's Lily Collins' husband, whose parents are famous. And his mom is not Andy McDowell. I guess he like plays this joke, like, because then I went down. Jackie did it like 4 years in a row. I saw 4 Mother's Day posts. The comments were like, "LOL, you did it again." Like, what?
What?
Isn't that weird?
No, I'm sorry. There's just like too many names swirling. Like you can't play jokes on us like that.
No, and I was almost so excited that like Lily Collins was related to Margaret Qualley.
And like 2 nepo babies falling in love.
He is a nepo baby though. Like he has like big ties to the industry from his parents.
Yeah, as does she.
Of course.
Phil Collins' daughter, in case you forgot, which I think people do.
No, they can never make me forget. Like she could do all she wants. Like she is eternally Phil. Like Phil Collins, I think I'm just like the age of a person who like grew up with a lot of Phil. And I see your true colors shining through.
Yeah. So now for the newest
Sorry to
engagement
have cut you
news.
off. Yeah, who's engaged?
Tobey Maguire's ex, Jennifer Meyer, the jewelry designer, is engaged to billionaire heir Geoffrey Ogunlesi.
This is so interesting to me.
So Jennifer Meyer,
some girls just have all the luck.
Yeah, the jewelry designer who was previously married to Spider-Man Tobey Maguire announced that she's engaged to her boyfriend of nearly 1 year, Geoffrey Ogunlesi. She shared a snap of herself donning a black mini dress with a sparkling engagement emerald cut ring on full display while he wrapped his arms around her, and she captioned the post simply, "Yes."
This is so interesting to me. I saw like she's like very A-list, right? Like you might know her from her jewelry, but you also just might know her as like a girly who was always hanging out with like Gwyneth, Kate Hudson, the Fosters, that crew. And one of the most interesting things that I had learned a couple of years ago was that she was married to Tobey Maguire. They had a whole family together. They were married for a really long time.
They have 2
kids.
got divorced. I'm kind of learning this today. They were married from 2007.
Oh, you just knew that?
Like maybe I saw it once, but it didn't stick in my brain.
It's so interesting, right?
Yeah, they were married from 2007 to 2016. They have a 17-year-old and a 15-year-old.
So very interesting. And I think, I don't know a lot about Tobey Maguire. I feel like he's an asshole. I have no proof of that, but I imagine she put up with a lot, you know?
Yeah.
She is also herself, I think, not like Nepo baby, but like, from that neighborhood.
Of that elk.
I think that's how she knows all the swirlies. And so not only did she like marry, I feel like everyone's dream boat at the time, here she is out here doing it again. Like an extremely good looking billionaire.
Yeah.
Like I said, some girls just have all the luck.
He's an investment banker and the son of Nigerian billionaire. So like he has money and he's making money.
Kind of the perfect equation for happiness, if you ask me.
Yeah. I wonder if she made or influenced her own engagement ring because she's a jewelry designer. And also she has like a very thriving jewelry business as well.
No, it's major.
Yeah.
All the celebs wear it.
So again, like has money and is making money.
Yeah. Like I said, some girls just have all the luck.
Well, Mazel Tov to the happy couple.
Mazel Tov. And the engagement was like popping. Everyone was there.
And everyone was commenting with their well wishes.
Everyone was commenting. And this
That'll
will be
a
very
fun wedding to follow.
Exactly. I feel like though when it's like your second wedding, you don't do it up as big. This isn't going to be like a destination wedding for 3 days and every night is like kind of like that guy in India. I don't think it's going to be that. I think it'll be like 11 people in a church in Calabasas, which like sucks.
Well, maybe they would give us more. Like,
well, Jen Meyer, if this episode makes it to you, like for the people, do it up.
You don't have to do 3 days. You don't have to do 3 days, but like one Garji Parji ceremony
event.
And reception, please.
Please.
Why not? Live a little.
Why not? Live a little.
Are you ready for our next story, our fourth story?
What do you think?
I think so.
Okay.
Vanderpump Rules star Lala Kent welcomes her second baby. Lala's little one has arrived. The star gave birth to baby number 2 on Tuesday after conceiving via sperm donor. Although she did not share any pictures of the birth or her baby, she shared a statement on Instagram story, "Welcome to the world, my love." The baby was born on September 3rd. And she shared like audio of the baby. Like it was a black screen, but you could hear like the baby coming out and everyone being like, and like the heart pumping. It was really actually, it was
so
quite
funny.
artistic.
I didn't listen with sound. I thought it was a photo.
Yeah, listen with sound.
That's very sweet. I'm really happy for her. Like
I've been like waiting because you could feel like it was like any day now. She was like slowing down social media posts, and she had said like her due date was like late summer. So I'm thrilled for my girl.
Yeah. Did she tell us a name?
No.
I feel like sometimes people tell us a name and we call it like.
But I definitely think it will be in line with Ocean, maybe.
What about like River?
Parji.
A little close.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, maybe like
maybe
mountain.
Like a different element. Yeah, a different natural element.
Air. Ocean and like banks.
That's pretty.
It is.
I'm excited to find out and to see more of Lala like in her new mama era.
Yeah, me too. I feel like oddly Vanderpump Rules, I've been seeing a lot of stories like the casting is like in flux. They're like not moving forward with just everyone from last season.
I know they're on break because we had reported that, and I think the break would be going even longer because usually they film in the summer, so now we're like 2 or 3 months behind. I don't think they're going to change the cast that much.
I mean, Ariana's in New York like doing Broadway, so I don't know what she can do. Lala is on maternity leave.
Yeah.
So there were rumors that Lala and Sheena were going to the Valley, but I don't think that's true.
I feel like they'll give another season with this cast and see what happens. And I think that they should.
Wait, speaking of Bravo news, like I feel like this means nothing to a lot of people, but to me it means so much because I've read every single one of Andy Cohen's books, and in every single book, he talks about his apartment in New York City and how he's always buying the one next door, renovating. Like this apartment like was a labor of love for the course of like 15 years. It started really small. He made more money, bought the one next door, bought the one downstairs, like made it into this palatial. I saw yesterday he listed it for sale.
Yeah, I saw it's for sale.
So crazy to me.
I wonder where he's moving.
The apartment is like such a fixture in his life. It's like always something. It's always being updated. And it's when he had his kids, like I think it's so crazy that he's selling. If you read his books, like you know what I'm talking about. I think it's so crazy that he's selling this apartment.
I'm sure with good reason. Like his life has changed. He has 2 kids. Like maybe he wants to be in a different neighborhood.
No,
he
doesn't.
Like more functional for kids.
No, he made it functional. Like he changed it every time he had a kid. He made it different for the kids. He loves the West Village. The West Village is like a character in his book. All of his friends are down there. They all come over. Jackie and Alana and John. Like it's seriously. I think when I saw it, I was actually shocked.
I wonder why then.
I wonder why too.
You don't think it's a lifestyle change? Or like to the suburbs. I don't think he wants to live in the suburbs. So like that's why someone would give up their dream apartment.
No, he doesn't want to live in the suburbs because he just bought this huge beach house in Sag Harbor. I think he had like this small beach house that he had, and then when he had kids, he's like, it's time for a proper one, and built this huge. It was the last book that I read. It was being built, like, and it was like such a torture fest.
Maybe
I seriously need the tea.
Maybe he's moving to LA. That's a good point.
Ryan Serhant is obviously listing it. We love that.
Oh, I really want to know now.
I know. Like, to me, this is one of the great wonders of the world. If anybody has any tea, please.
Well, the thing is, like, he's always talking. I feel like he'll share. And we'll see where he winds up. We'll find out. by the way.
Yeah, I mean, everything he does, like, he can do from LA, but he loves New York. Like, and I think he loves being like a Ryan Seacrest type of New York. Like, he's always tapped for things like
for
hosting.
New York opportunities, yeah.
Yeah, I think he likes that because I think he definitely sees himself as like a Ryan Seacrest of a different generation. And I think when you move to LA, you're just like you're another Mario Lopez. You know, you're competing with so many other people. I think he loves New York.
Yeah.
I need to know. It's like killing me.
We'll find out soon. I have faith.
Yeah, we will.
Are you ready for our fifth and final story?
No. Is it our fifth and final story that's brought to you by Noble?
It is. Oh my gosh, I love my Noble sneakers. Have you seen, like, Noble is taking over the world? Have you seen that?
I know. Literally everyone's wearing.
Everyone's wearing them. I'm wearing them because they're a new sponsor and they're so fantastic. And when Zach saw me wearing them, like, he's never been more jealous of anything in his life.
So Noble is a training brand that was created to support you in your daily pursuit of being your best self. So whether it's day one of your fitness journey or day 1000, Noble invites you to get moving and find a pair of footwear that works for you. So they have footwear options for anywhere and everywhere life takes you. So whether you're going to the gym, you're going to a workout class, you're just walking with your dog, training for a 5K. I like brands because I'm like really wary of like fitness, you know, in general. I like brands that are like accessible. They don't feel so intimidating. And I also like brands that you can wear because like yesterday I wanted to get a workout in, but like I seriously I couldn't. So I just went for a walk with like ankle weights on my legs. So like whether it's high intensity or low intensity, I like a brand that covers all. And Noble embraces that no bullshit approach to wellness. It doesn't matter what it looks like. They encourage you to strive for just 1% better every day. Girly swirly summer is officially over. We're ready to reset, recommit for Gargy Pargy fall. So embrace the return of routine with Noble. They take you where you need to go. Their shoes are amazing. They have the perfect hybrid shoe. It's called the Noble Drive. So if you're doing cardio, going for a quick run, training in the gym, the Noble Drive is versatile enough for any and every workout. And then the Noble All Day is your anywhere, everywhere shoe, a breathable shoe that's unmatched comfort. So exclusively for toasters, Noble is offering 30% off your order. Visit nobleproject.com. Use our code TOAST30, NOBULL project.com. Our code is TOAST30. Check it out. We love Noble. Today's episode is also brought to you by State Farm. So thank you, State Farm, for sponsoring today's episode. Jax, I'm having a hard time remembering our favorite little jingle. Can you just remind me?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's right. And they are there with the coverage that you need for your car, your home, even boats, motorcycles, RVs, and other things that matter to you. With a State Farm agent, you know that someone is there to help you choose the coverage that you need. With so many options, it feels good knowing that you can find what fits for you. When you need ways to get help, State Farm gives you options there. So maybe you're a technology swirly like me. You know, you love to do everything on your phone. Perhaps it's broken your thumb so much to the point how much you'd love to do things on your phone. Well, with State Farm, you can get help with the State Farm website, statefarm.com, or their award-winning app. Or perhaps you're a little bit like Jax, a DNS kind of girl, you know, slower life, prefer to chat on the phone, maybe even call me crazy, IRL with an agent. State Farm has you covered there. You can do it in person. You can chat on the phone with a local agent. That's what we love about State Farm. No matter what kind of swirly you are, State Farm lets you do things your way. So when you need help protecting the things that matter most, remember to sing it like Jax and Claude do. Hit it, Jax.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Okay.
Pretty pargy.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Today's episode is also
it's not. Sorry, I fucked up. We're done with ads.
We're done.
I was reading we're done.
Today's episode is brought to you by love
and affection.
Actually, our fifth and final story, Love is Dead, because Lenny Hochstein and his fiancee, Katharina Mazepa, have ended their engagement 1 year after their proposal.
And confirming this is the girl who was on the season.
This is the girl, yeah.
He left her
had
for.
An affair with, left her for, proposed to. They have split up.
This is amazing.
It's just, you know, the wheels of justice, they turn slowly, but they work mighty fine, is really all it is.
It's so true, because you know who's last laughing today?
Lisa Hochstein and her businessman beau, billionaire boyfriend.
Yeah, she's still going strong with that guy who is so cute and so rich. Like, seriously, this couldn't have worked out better for everyone involved.
No, you just have to sometimes let the chips fall where they may. And here they have fallen. In the end of an engagement between Lenny and his fiance, he said, "We have recently ended our engagement. I've decided to move forward with my life." He wishes her nothing but the best. I have nothing but love and admiration for Katharina and her family. And he's proud of her growth as a woman. Sure.
That's weird.
I just feel like things had to be so fucking bad for him to concede that this was a mistake. I feel like he would have gone through with it just to like show the world like, oh no, I knew what I was doing and this was what was right for me.
No, I mean, we all saw it, right? As outside perspectives, like you're 100 years old, your girlfriend is like a Barbie doll, 19-year-old. You're leaving your wife of, X amount of years. You have 2 kids together.
Who's
you have a
also like a Barbie doll, but
bombshell.
just, I guess like, an older model.
Right. We all saw it. Like, it was so cliche. You're so stupid. But then, like, his mother, like, loving the new girlfriend and railing on Lisa. Like, seriously, it got to a bad place.
It got ugly.
And we knew that this was how it was going to end. It's nice to be right. I'm so happy today for Lisa Hochstein. I wish her all the best, as I do every day.
But
I just know she heard this news, and I feel like she's actually even at a place in her life where like she didn't feel the way that she thought it would because she doesn't care.
But no one's that big. Like, I am sure.
But no one's that big.
She is gleeful.
I am, and I'm not even involved in a personal sense.
Yeah. So
obsessed.
In time heals all, You just got to let people really get to know each other and they'll take care of themselves.
No, I can't stop smiling. This is amazing. If you're somebody who cares about like family and justice, which are things that you and I care about, it was hard to watch that. It really was. Like, even though Lisa, she was hard to defend at times, like she was a good mom and a good wife, and she was,
so committed, faithful, loyal, like patient. From what we
that
saw, like
season
no marriage
was really
is perfect, but like
of course
she would have considered like Lenny the love of her life, and like she wasn't going like she would have stood by him. So for him to just like in such a classic douchebag move, like leave her high and dry with
I thought he was different.
Younger lady, like it's so cliche and it's corny. And it was so
and it was
wrong
hard
the way
for
that
the
he
fans.
did it. Yeah, and that
because
he just on a dime went from like being married to the next day, like moving in with his girlfriend, like kicking his
wife out of the house.
Also, Lisa Hochstein is such a queen. I read like a few weeks ago, I forget where her new apartment rent is like being paid half by Lenny and like half by her new boyfriend. As it should be.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You can't keep a hustler down. You can't keep a good girl down. Lisa Hochstein has always had and will always have my respect.
Yeah. And she's coming out on top. And this is so gargy-pargy no matter what happens next. Like,
yeah.
Lenny might find another model and it might be the right model this time. And
who cares?
Who cares? Just
she won.
A major victory.
Speaking of the Real House husbands, I saw Tom D'Agostino out in the streets of New York last night. It is not the first time. I even have a photo with Tom D'Agostino at Gurney's. Like, I see him all the time, but I will never grow tired of it. It is serious. He was on a date too with a actually age-appropriate woman. It is so exciting every time it happens. It never wears off.
I feel like Tom D'Agostino doesn't get enough credit for dating age-appropriate women.
Jackie, as I was saying it, I thought the same thing because we know him for being married to Luann, and men like that, wealthy older men, they always go for the 12-year-olds,
like Lenny.
Exactly. He is consistently, I've seen him out, he's always with an age-appropriate woman.
Even that time we saw him at Gurney's with a woman, age-appropriate woman, like I just feel like, there's a lot to dislike about him from what we know of him from the show, but like, let's give credit where it's due.
He is like genuinely attracted to women his own age. And for that, he deserves a moment of a modicum of our respect.
Yeah. It's hard these days, I guess, for men.
Well, speaking of men, let's get into Tell Me Lies, season 2. First 2 episodes dropped on Hulu. TV recap, if you're looking for spoilers, it officially starts now. Oh my God, so good.
So good. The show is like just so charged. Like they're able to like, you really feel the tension. Like when she was with the
professor, obsessed.
Was with the professor, I was like, you better not fucking kiss. Walk away. Like I really, it's like, I'm like watching it and I'm in it.
Oh, that's so funny. I was watching it and I was like, kiss, kiss, kiss.
Oh, no, but like, I'm not on my phone. Like I'm really like in it.
1000%. My only issue was like, they did this thing that like TV shows do sometimes where they just like add in a plot twist that makes no sense. So at the end of the first episode when Pippa was I literally knew it. I said it out loud. I'm like, oh, she's dating Diana.
I thought so too. Because
stupid.
We figured we're about to see someone who we know, who's the other like woman who
and they dropped
there.
An Easter egg. Pippa, are you dating someone?
Right. And she walks into this like gargy apartment and that's classic Diana. I actually don't think that that's so crazy. Mm-hmm. That I think to me like Steven dating the best friend from home. Like I'm like, how are we going to get there faster than I'm like, actually, I could see Diana and Pippa, like, falling into each other.
it's starting to take shape because her brother, Lydia, is becoming a major character. That scene was really hard to watch.
Yeah.
But it was the first time I ever felt anything other than deep hatred for Diana, because she was a girly in that moment, a girl's girl. Like, she did what she had to do.
From what I remember of last season, like, I love Diana.
Oh my God, no, I can't I want to punch her.
Diana is such a fucking queen, and even though I hate Steven and I love Diana, like, I want them to be together. She doesn't deserve, like, that. But she keeps him in line, like, because she's, like, more powerful than him. And, like, he needs her so badly that, like, he can't do his usual Steven shit to her. And when they walk down the stairs at the end of season 1 together holding hands, like, that was the best moment of my life. And because, like, for Lucy, she's two different people when she's with Steven and when she's not. When she's with Steven, she is a hardcore sociopath. Can't trust a word that she says. Like, no moral compass. I actually hate her. When she's not with Steven, like, she's a sweet, normal, nice girl.
Yeah, she's literally so gorgeous. Like, nobody in college looked like that. She's insane looking. But what was up with that scene with Leo? Like,
yeah, so like
he was defending her honor.
He has anger issues, obviously.
No, he doesn't. That guy called her a bitch.
That's true, to headbutt.
I watched the season twice. I mean, the episode twice, because I'm like, wait, I feel like I missed something. Like, yeah, he's a little extreme, but you like Steven.
Right. Well, I do think they stay together because, like, there was previews for this season and, like, he's there.
I like him.
I love him. The actor is Thomas Doherty. He is from Descendants.
Oh, he's also from Gossip Girl.
He is from Gossip Girl, but I know
I didn't realize that's who it was.
And he used to date Dove Cameron for so many years. They met on the set of Descendants. And it's, like, so crazy that he's actually, like, this really great actor. He always plays, like, a bad boy, like, very cool, but, like, he's singing and dancing on Descendants.
That's very interesting.
I want to let you know, like, he does play, like, a villain pirate, and it's, like, not incongruous with him. Like, it's not embarrassing.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
By the way, do you know that the actress who plays Diana was in The Society, our favorite show?
I didn't know that.
Me neither, because she looked so familiar to me, and I went on her IMDb and it said she was in The Society, and that wasn't what I was looking for. I never found what I was looking for. I don't know why she looked familiar to me. I do feel like last season I said she looked like Meghan Markle, and she does remind me of Meghan Markle, but she reminds me of someone else.
Yeah. No, I love her.
She kind of reminds me of Carla, my makeup artist.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
Right?
Everyone on that show looks like someone. Like, for so long, I couldn't look at Lucy like she looks like Shailene Woodley.
Yes.
Brie looks like someone. I don't know if it's a famous person or someone that we know, and I cannot put my finger on it. But she, like, is... Because they all really... And I know you say, like, Lucy's, like, too beautiful to be a college student, but they really all do look like regular people in a way.
They wear... Their makeup and their outfits are, like, really on par with, like, college at that time. I think Brie is my favorite character. She's so cute and sweet. I love her and the professor, and I love, like, a consensual. They're both of age, and, like, college is different. Like, because, like, I like this. Like, remember when Serena was with her professor?
Yeah.
Like, student teacher is, like, illegal and gross, but college is, like, not, right?
Well, it's not illegal, but it's, like, still. I think he would be.
It's frowned upon, but it's not her. It's not her student. His student.
I think he would be fired. Like, I think when you become a professor, like, you have a contract that you cannot, like, sleep with your students. So, or sleep with students, period.
Okay, wait. My favorite thing was, like, Steven being such a loser. Steven gives me the ick, like, major.
No, I've never hated a person on TV more in my life.
No, obviously I hate him, but, like, he does things like give me the ick. I don't know how people find him attractive.
The way he carries himself, I'm like, this is not
Girl,
attractive.
Stand straight. Like, seriously, his posture bothers me so much. But also when he was, like, obsessing over his iPhone, I was like, ick, 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 ick. Like, ew, grow up. Yeah. I know that's how it was at the time, so it's totally accurate, but it's gross.
Yeah. And then just Wrigley, I feel so bad for him.
I know.
And, like, him and Pippa should be together because it wasn't Pippa who wrote the letter.
No, and he's so sweet.
He is so sweet. And now, like, his football career is dashed.
His brother won't talk to him.
And it's all Lucy and Steven's fault.
So I was trying to remember, who killed the roommate? Steven?
Yes, but they crashed into another car that the brother was driving. But Steven was driving Macy's car and then left and put Macy in the driver's seat, so it looks like the other guy just, like, they didn't crash.
Who knows that?
They swerved.
Into a tree.
Pippa, Wrigley, Lucy, and Steven know that.
They know that Steven was in the car?
Oh, sorry. Only Lucy and Steven know that Steven was in the car.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody else knows that it was Drew.
Yeah, that not everybody, just the four.
The four of them.
And then also, Lucy wrote a letter saying, like, it was Drew that drove Macy off the road. And I think, like, that's why he's no longer in school and is, like, going into a depression. And I also think based on what we saw in the first season, I remember in the first episode, they were like, it's the anniversary. Like, I think that something bad. I think Drew is dead in 2015.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, that's a good call. I forgot that.
I think that's like something that's going to happen because that's what it seemed like in 2015. Because like Wrigley was like drinking in the wedding.
Yeah, they say it's the anniversary. You're right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I do wish, a part of me wishes I watched the first season again before this because like it was so good and I would remember all these little things, but I don't have the time.
No, I just think that their like wind up, their recap at the beginning of episode 1 could have been better, longer, and more in depth.
Yeah.
There was a writer's strike. It's been 2 years. Like, give us a bit of a refresher.
Yeah.
The one they made didn't cut it.
I think that's fair.
I love this show so much.
I
it's
love
so good.
Lucy in her not Steven era. And like, I seriously.
Okay, by the way, when you were like, you feel things, like the show is really so palpable. When she walked into the room and Brie was like, Evan cheated on me.
My stomach dropped.
And she didn't know yet if like they said with who. I seriously, like, I was shaking. I felt it in every bone of my body. I was like, oh, fuck.
And also
Don't
to say
it.
like with who is not the right first response.
Red flag.
I would like when. I would want to know when. Yesterday?
Yeah. I like Evan.
Me too. And I like Evan and Brie, even though it's.
And I'm glad
like,
they wind up.
I know, but then I was getting the vibe that like maybe she's calling off the wedding. They might not wind up like getting married. That's what I was feeling like because she didn't seem happy. And also, like, can any of these people like make other friends in their life? Like,
okay, that's the only thing about the show that's not realistic. It's like, of course, you have your college friends and you always like see them, whatever. But to have no other friends, like your high school friends, your home friends, your camp friends, your work friends, it's just like college is life.
Yeah. Also, Lucy is dating someone in real life named Max in 2015. I don't know if we know who that is, but I feel like in season 1, remember when she dated a bartender?
The coffee shop. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, that's him.
I think his name was Max. Yeah.
Max.
So it's
yeah.
him. Again, like.
Girl, did you do anything after college?
7 years. You guys didn't meet anyone else?
Yeah, it's weird.
And what happens to make Lydia end up with Steven and not able to forgive Lucy?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
So good. That's our show, right? I got to go get my thumb fixed. So thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you so much for listening to the Toast Millennium Morning Show, where we deliver the fast 5 stories that you need to know every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast anywhere podcasts can be found. So Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, iRadio, Castbox, all the places we have seen a podcast. Find us at Toast, a 5-star review. But how beautiful, stunning, and wickedly talented we are. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Love ya. Bye.